Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and welcome to our You'll Never Walk Alone group and WhatsApp channel. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done it already. We'd really appreciate it. Okay, what a match. Have to admit, that was one of the best games of the World Cup for me so far. End to end, it was an early morning kickoff or an early afternoon kickoff, but honestly you couldn't tell because the game was paid. And look, fair play to Wales. They made a real fist of it in the first half. Like, they really did try. They had a couple of half chances that they didn't take, but Iran so deserved it. They ran more. They were more clinical with in front of goal. They scored two beautiful goals, and like, the inquest of what went wrong for Wales can easily just start off at Wayne Hennessy's door at 78 minutes. Sees a rush of blood to the head. He flies out of his goal in no man's land, throws his leg 20 foot in the air, does a lunge, misses the ball, smacks the player, off he goes. And it's always going to be a big ask with, that they're going to play a lot of extra time in that heat, and it's so it proved Wales just didn't have the legs to get back. They were caught twice. But look, I'm going to be honest, Wales have only themselves to blame. This isn't a good Iranian team. They've made them look great. Gareth Bale has had a shocking World Cup. He's so fucking good. He's so done at this level. Like, he couldn't even. I don't remember one run that he had. His skill seems to have gone. His legs are gone, and he's not inspiring nobody from the United States MLS League, that's for sure. Ramsey just as bad. They're being picked on reputation. They're not being picked on any type of form. Kiefer Moore, who had a good game in the first game when he came on and was probably my man of the match for Wales against America, he's fucking awful as well. Couldn't hold the ball up. Couldn't keep it. And look, Iran grew in confidence as the game wore on, and they smashed the post twice. They were very unlucky with some other opportunities, and they really deserved them 3 points. But 2-0 might be a little bit harsh on Wales, but when you look back on the balance of opportunities and chances, and you also look back on the chances that they just, missed out on, you have to admit that Iran fully deserved it. Now, fair play to Carlos, the coach. He's done a good job with them. The Iranian players have all types of shit going on at home, and I'm sure this will do great wonders for their confidence going into their last game against America, which you'd have to say on form, and from what I've seen, I think they could beat America. They've changed the team, 4 or 5 players, and they made a huge difference. Wales looked worse this game than they did in the other game. As I said, Gareth Bale let them down, Aaron Ramsey let them down, Kiefer Moore let them down, Joe Allen let them down. He should have played James. He was much better, and Roberts on the right. They put some, at least Wales is starting to create some opportunities, so it might have been different. Obviously the problems with Ryan Giggs before the tournament started, losing the coach and whatever else, so Wales were always up against it. But look, I honestly thought they'd beat Iran. I obviously thought they'd beat America and they'd qualify out of that group. It wasn't a hard group to come out of when you think about it. It was an easy enough group, and realistically I thought they would be a lot better, but I wasn't expecting the decline of Bale and Ramsey to be so much, and without 2 of their talisman to give them some, just even a little bit of attacking guile. Like, they just didn't offer anything. If they were going to get a goal, it was going to be a scrappy goal or an unlucky goal or whatever, but it wasn't to be, and that's pretty much Wales out. They've got 1 point. America's going to get hammered by England, I reckon, and it really is based on the American-Iran game now. Iran need a point to fucking, because I think America will get smashed, and then it'll just be Iran needing a point off America or a win for them to go through as the runners-up. So congratulations to Iran. They put themselves in the position. Commiserations to John from our WhatsApp group. He's a very proud Welshman, and this one will hurt. but he's also very honest and very open to the fact that his team just weren't very good, and they got caught here badly. Look, the heat doesn't suit European teams. I don't know how many times I've said this. You know, it just doesn't suit these teams. They just run out of legs after 70 minutes. And Iran were just fitter and easier and acclimatized easier to the desert heat because they're used to it. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem now for Wales in the last game. They've got England, Jesus Christ. So they'll be playing for pride. Theoretically, if they beat England, and England are already qualified, and Iran lose or draw with America, you know, they're still through. Oh, maybe not, because they both have 4 points. So mathematically, it's possible that Wales can still qualify, but after that performance and the performance against the US, I don't see them doing anything other than getting a hiding off England. And to be honest, I think Iran are a bit better than America. Now, America could stun us all and beat England, but I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, commiserations to John. I'm a bit disappointed. That was one of my teams I was going to support through this World Cup, so I'll only be one more video for Wales. But yes, commiserations to Wales and congratulations to Iran. They played the best football out of the two teams, and they ran 5Ks more, and usually the team that runs the most wins. Okay, I'll do a player ratings, and thanks for watching. Like and hit the subscribe. Player ratings for Wales versus Iran. Obviously just the Welsh players. Okay, Wayne Hennessy, 2. He's just cost his team a place in the World Cup, in my opinion. He didn't need to come out that far. What the fuck was he thinking? The defender was on the guy's shoulder. Yes, he might have got beaten for pace, but he was miles away from the goal. Just ran out, didn't even. If you're going to do that, you got to get the ball. He didn't get either, and he just slapped the player with his leg, so he was gone. And really, with 10 men, Wales were up against it. Mappin 5, he did okay. Rodden 5, Ben Davis 6, nothing wrong with him. Nico Williams gets a 6 as well. I thought he was pretty good. Connor Roberts 5. Ampadu 5, Ramsey 3, Wilson 6. Look, Aaron Ramsey and Gareth Bale are the two big players in that team. They needed to pull out 8, 9 out of 10s to win that match for them. Ramsey was just as big of a disappointment as Gareth Bale. Nico Williams, I've already said, is getting a 6. Gareth Bale is getting a 1. And Kiefer Moore is getting a 5. I'm genuinely shocked. The manager, 5. That was a fucking awful performance. It really was. Iran are no great shakes, and you would have expected Wales to at least, you know, get a draw out of it, and definitely probably a win. I'm very surprised. I know John on our group isn't that surprised, and he's Welsh. He watches them more than the rest of us. But I actually thought that Wales would do a lot better in this World Cup than they have. I thought they were pretty average against America and were lucky to get a draw. And to be honest, that was a really good game to watch. I'm not going to lie, I really enjoyed it. It was one of my favourite games of the World Cup so far. But yeah, look, that was fucking awful. Hennessy, awful. Gareth Bale, awful. And Ramsey, awful. And the thing is, Hennessy made some good saves and was, you know, had got the luck with hitting the post twice. But what he did there was just basically throw Wales out of the tournament. It was a rush of blood to the head, stupid decision. As I said, if a keeper's coming out that far, you got to get the ball. He didn't get the ball. He just slapped the man with his leg. And what was he doing lunging like that? It was such a silly tackle. And, you know, Ramsey didn't do anything in midfield, didn't create anything, and Gareth Bale was anonymous. I don't know why they wouldn't take him off. He was just fucking awful. And unfortunately now, Wales have England next, which is going to, you know, it could be anything nil. I really mean that. It could be anything nil. If England really want to go for it, Now, I would assume if they beat America that England will probably play their second string so that they don't get anyone injured going into the next round. So that might be a chance for Wales to maybe, get a point on the board. But if England play anywhere near the strength that they've got, it could be a fucking cricket score, really could. Wales are fucking awful at the back. Danny Ward, look, I don't think he could have done anything about either goal. The first goal was a banger. The second goal, nothing could be done on that either. It was 4 against 2. Just surprises me. I honestly thought Wales were going to be better. Commiserations to John. It hurts going out of a World Cup. Look, Ireland went to the Euros in 2016 and we got fucking annihilated in every group game. 3-4-0. Now we had an awful harder group than that one. And we had Italy and, good teams in our group, but Jesus, that was awful. Like Iran. Like, they're not even a fucking power in football. Like, they really aren't. As I said, genuinely shocked. So that's one of my teams out going home already, I think. Senegal go next. Obviously, I'll be looking to see how they go, but as I said, I think African teams, South American teams, and Arab, Middle Eastern teams are going to have a deciding factor after 60-70 minutes. If you even put them away, you have a good chance of losing the game because you just run out of puff because it's so fucking hot there. Like, them players are used to playing in England in minus degrees, not fucking 30, 32, which it was out there in Qatar today. I know England have scored high, I know Spain have scored high, and I know Brazil have looked really good. So there is some teams that you can look back and say, but that was a game Wales should have won. I'm genuinely shocked, and yeah, I think that's their tournament over. Alright, on to the next one. That's the good thing about this World Cup, there's a game on every 10 minutes, so we'll go on see how Senegal do. I'll do a review of England in the morning because it's going to take, they're the last game out, so I'll watch that game after I wake up and I'll do a review of that, but I won't look at the score. But yeah, I feel sorry for John. It was just a poor performance and the right team won. Iran deserved it fully, and I'm very happy for them, honestly. I thought they did a really good job. Alright, hit the like and subscribe. Thanks for the comments, and we'll get to the next one tomorrow morning for England.